Unlike other animal attacks, a shark attack requires you to respond strategically. Furthermore, punching him in the nose is not an effective defense. Welcome to Predator of the Deep, where we bring you closer to sharks like never before. Subscribe now for exclusive content and the latest updates on these powerful ocean hunters. In today's video, we're going to tell you how to survive a shark attack, expert tips, and real stories. How frequently do shark attacks really occur? And what can you do to stay safe? Enter this film, where we provide vital safety advice for water lovers and use facts to dispel fear. But before we proceed to further video, if you're new to this channel, remember, go ahead and hit the bell icon to subscribe so you won't miss the informative videos we will upload in the future. How to survive a shark attack, expert tips, and real stories. Understanding scuba divers' encounters with sharks. The ocean is quite large, and for those that dive into its depths, encounters with the sea's top predators are more of an exception than the rule. Many people might be surprised to learn that divers have a lower risk of shark attacks than athletes who engage in surface water sports. The cause? Divers typically enter areas where visibility is high and sharks are less likely to be interested in them. The calm image contrasts sharply with the media's often terrifying depictions of shark encounters. In order to reduce risks, we must understand shark behavior and the diving environment. Knowledge of local marine life and habits of different shark species may be a diver's best defense. The goal is not just to avoid an unpleasant meeting, but also to respect the fragile balance of underwater ecosystems and develop mutual understanding with some of the most misunderstood animals in the ocean. Divers face the reality of shark attacks. Even seasoned divers may feel uneasy when confronted with sharks, yet the statistics provide a reassuring image. In 2022, only a small percentage of the 108 documented shark-human encounters globally involved divers. In fact, shark attacks on divers in Western Australia, home to some of the world's most famous dive locations, accounted for only 3% of diving-related fatalities over a 57-year period. This fact underscores the disproportionate concern that arises from the infrequent yet significant incidents that occur. The majority of unprovoked shark attacks involve swimmers or surfers who are closer to shore, rather than being the product of a diver's worst nightmare. Therefore, despite the lingering Jaws theme in our minds, the probability of a shark bite and subsequent death is incredibly low. Less than 10 individuals worldwide succumb to shark attacks annually. It stands in sharp contrast to the frightening stereotype of these animals and demonstrates how picky they may be about how they interact with people. However, the risk does not go away, even if it's small. Respecting the territory of sharks and realizing that we are guests in their natural home are prerequisites for diving in shark-populated waters. It's a delicate dance with nature, with the movements dictated by awareness, caution, and respect for the place sharks hold in the aquatic environment. We are dispelling myths about sharks and human contact. For a very long time, sharks have been associated with evil, the silent predator that lurks beneath the surface of the ocean. However, the reality of these animals is much less concerning. Sharks do not hunt humans because we do not have the same blubber-rich diet as they do. Our lean beef would actually be less beneficial to their nutritional demands than detrimental. However, sensationalized media portrayals exasperate the severe psychological trauma that shark attack survivors often experience. Organizations like the Bite Club, established to assist survivors following these unusual occurrences, have bolstered the narrative surrounding the incident beyond reality. Although they are persistent, the stories about sharks being man-eaters are just that, myths. The idea that sharks are unrelenting predators has greatly exaggerated, and it's time to shift the narrative to reflect a more truthful and respectful view of these marine animals' genuine nature. By doing this, we not only foster human harmony, but also lay the groundwork for a robust human ecology that views sharks as helpful allies rather than dangerous enemies. Research on the efficacy of deterrents. Research provides information about how well shark deterrents work in actual situations. According to a study, The Shark Shield Freedom Plus Surf can significantly lower the frequency of shark encounters by reducing the bait-taking rate from 96% to 40%. The study, which lasted 297 trials and involved 44 white sharks, offered strong proof of the deterrent's ability to change shark behavior. This is good news for anyone looking to reduce their chances of encountering marine predators. According to the research, deterrents do not cause sharks to develop a tolerance, which implies that their efficacy remains constant over time. The design of these deterrents, particularly the arrangement of the electrodes in the electric versions, greatly contributes to their effectiveness. This highlights the need for scientific innovation in producing devices that can protect both people and sharks. This is a field of research that is always developing, and every new discovery makes diving safer for aficionados. Crucial diver safety procedures. Underwater exploration draws many people to the depths, but safety remains the top priority. Statistics indicate that divers are 7,000 times more likely to be hospitalized for decompression illness than to be bitten by a shark, indicating how uncommon shark attacks are on divers. But this shouldn't make divers feel complacent. Following the right information and safety precautions can greatly reduce shark encounter risks, freeing one to enjoy the wonder and beauty that scuba diving has to offer. Because the ocean is a dynamic place, it's our responsibility as water users, particularly divers, to be ready for anything from the ordinary to the spectacular. Being prepared is a diver's greatest asset, whether it's knowing what to do in the unlikely event of a shark encounter or comprehending the local marine species. It's a method that guarantees our undersea explorations are as thrilling as they are safe, while honoring the ocean's might and its people. Sharks and bubbles, the scientific foundation. Divers' bubble streams may influence shark behavior underwater. Sharks can perceive a wide variety of sensory inputs that could cause sensory overload since they're extremely sensitive to their surroundings. This sensitivity may provide an explanation for how bubbles can influence their behavior. Studies have revealed that when subjected to sound treatments, some shark species, such as coastal and reef varieties, reduce their interaction with bait. Furthermore, research has shown a high degree of individual variation in white shark responses to auditory cues, indicating that the diver's bubble streams may repel sharks by overloading their senses. Researchers are still investigating the science underlying these reactions, looking into how various cues, such as the sound of bubbles, might affect shark behavior. However, the inconsistent responses from sharks suggest that although bubbles might have some effect, they are not a foolproof deterrent and shouldn't be relied upon exclusively for protection. Understanding these subtleties is essential to creating a thorough approach to diver safety that honors the complexity of these apex predators. Experiences of divers using bubbles as discouragement. A variety of personal accounts offer insight into the possibility that bubbles could serve as a deterrent. Some claim that when presented with a stream of bubbles, the majority of sharks, including hammerheads, appear to stay away. Some report that some sharks, like nurse sharks, react very little or not at all, suggesting that they may have learned to be indifferent from their prior interactions with divers. According to these accounts, while bubbles may initially scare off certain shark species, this effect may not last long and may even go away if sharks grow accustomed to the sight. Diverse experiences highlight the intricacy of the matter, raising the question of whether bubbles are a dependable deterrent to sharks. Bubbles are by no means a perfect solution, even though they could provide an extra degree of security for some. The scientific community is getting closer to understanding the complex dance that takes place between divers and the most fearsome predators in the ocean as research advances and divers share their experiences. Case studies when sharks attack. Shark attacks do happen, even with all the safety measures in place and very few incidents. Each one teaches the diving community something new. Sharks usually launch attacks to warn others about the invasion of their territory. This is especially true of assaults by large white, tiger, and bull shark species. Occasionally, humans may unintentionally agitate a shark by touching or cornering it, causing it to become protective. These experiences highlight how crucial it is to comprehend shark behavior and show them respect for their area in the ocean. That's all for today's video, These anecdotes make it abundantly evident that safety precautions, ongoing attention to detail, and an acceptance of the unexpected are critical to everyone's survival and well-being throughout the dive. Don't forget to like the video and hit the subscribe button so you won't miss any new videos from our channel. Thanks for watching, and see you all soon.